But don't.
Yeah,
No, man.
I throttle it so I can farm through matches a lot faster on emulators. Oh, what I just started playing? Tales of Symphonia. Okay. Yeah, I can tell by the blank look on your face you don't understand how godlike this game is.
Well, why don't we take a minute to understand how godlike this next game is. Smash Mob iiGGY up against Smash Roll Gaming's JaySon. JaySon, one of the best Fox mains in our area, one of the best players as well, squaring off against iiGGY, who's got the Bayonetta with some pretty insane punishes, but a really, really amazing Rosalina as well.
He still is willing. Okay, I'm sorry. Was that 3? Okay, he's got some time. This guy knows how to play this character. Anyway, iiGGY not phased by the changes to Bayonetta, still playing the character. Hats off to you, sir. But JaySon, on the end, not unfamiliar to this territory. So with the abilities between both of these guys to do massive punishes, it turns into a game of, okay, JaySon, don't whiff stuff.
Yes,
because you get messed up. Like this. But that's the change, right? Is that the strings after Witch Twist are easier to get DI out of, or there's bigger gaps that exist.
Yeah, they definitely did a good job of reducing some of the hitboxes, making it much more difficult to get.
We can go into the less technical way and just say less stupid. So it's a lot less stupid, and now you can actually get to survive it. So I think Bayonetta's, I would actually mind playing this version.
As iiGGY is demonstrating, even if the character is nerfed, iiGGY is still able to find amazing punishes regardless. Such a huge momentum shift, actually taking the stock before JaySon, who was in the lead since the word go.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was actually pretty sick. And he's still going. Jesus, dude. Someone played the games. This man knows how to combo. He was threatening with down tilt. I think he was going to try to use that as a launcher. Even now, as you're at these full screen percentages, by holding the buttons, you can still put out bullets to put a little bit of percentage on it. But that was an excellent conversion from JaySon. Just saying, all right, you whiff the dive kick. There's the landing lag. Here's my foot.
And here's the jab sequence from iiGGY. Racking on that quick percent on top of it. Oh, JaySon having the right idea of just running up and doing nothing. He didn't want to get caught by another one of those witch times.
You'll notice that JaySon is running up, shielding, and then rolling back, or rolling up, shielding, and he's just seeing what he can get iiGGY to do. More than likely, he wants to see a side B, and then he can potentially punish. Especially since the speed of Fox allows him to punish things that some characters don't necessarily see as viable. Okay, no grab. Interesting. He really wants up tilt to up air.
Quick grab now from iiGGY. And JaySon knows those bullet arts can be so scary, so he's already throwing up the reflector. Not actually letting iiGGY get back to the stage at all. The get-up attack is what's going to finally let him land.
Okay. There it is. Follow up air? No.
Back
Excellent.
Air. Wow.
Yeah.
That was so surprising.
It looked like he might have been DIing out slightly because he was trying to make sure he's just outside of the range to snap the ledge, but he misinterpreted it, and he probably died because of it. That could very well be the case.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
The safest option usually when coming back to the stage is just to simply snap the ledge, but if you can, the fact that it's so safe is also what makes it predictable, which also leads to death.
Destruction.
Chaos. And just so you know, I set you up earlier with the hot tea thing, just so you could get into the hot match. Just so you know. Just so you know.
Best co-commentator alive. The GOAT.
Oh,
Big
God.
deal. Okay, forget it. We're getting
Let's
into
go
this
into the next
game.
one.
JaySon up against iiGGY, but this time a change of pace as iiGGY will be busting out the Rosalina. This is a Rosalina that was one of the few players at Low Tier City 3 to actually take a game off of 0, if I recall.
Yeah, you're right. The means to which he did it, we're not going to discuss. But he did take the game.
He would take the W, man. Just take the W. and great, off to a great start here. And now it feels like a reversal of sorts of the first game. JaySon had a very strong presence there, but now it's actually iiGGY who is in total control of the stage and total control from a percentage standpoint as well.
If he had overextended there, that F smash would have just destroyed JaySon. iiGGY has done a great job of just holding this tempo. Now watch this. This is a trick. So he's holding jab here, and he covered both options. He said, try to snap ledge, see what happens. And then you get caught by the star. Now, if you get caught by Luma, that comes up for the jabs, and then you can continue the string from there, and it resets. Or you just go straight into Luma. Oh, sorry, you go straight to Rosalina. So it's like that icy trick, right? Okay, now you see why you don't contest Rosalina up air. That move is dumb. So you want to make sure that you use the burst movement to go to the sides and find a landing somewhere else. Because she doesn't have crazy air mobility, but if you contest her hitboxes, you will lose, especially that up air. You dead.
And JaySon, it seemed like he was flustered at the end of that game.
I don't blame him. He got hit with some technology and then was like, yeah, dog, mind blown. I guess I need to rethink everything. Like, the thing to keep in mind is when you play against a Rosalina Luma, it's a process. Separate the two, eliminate the Luma, fight the Rosalina. Rosalina becomes a lot less of a threat when she's by herself. But in order to do this, you need to know how you can eliminate Luma from the picture effectively. So practice combos that are the quickest way of getting rid of Luma. So for instance, in that situation, instead of chasing Rosalina, he could have just simply short hop back air and shoved Luma off the stage.
Yeah, being able to choose your openings, it's an idea that he had to have going against Bayonetta, and it's an idea he needs to have now as against Rosalina as well.
There it is.
And it's like the way that iiGGY is spacing himself makes it so enticing to go for those illusions. And then he's just there with the punishes. JaySon getting hit by a back air and dying relatively quickly, under a minute.
That was really dumb. Okay, look at that tech. Look at the control that iiGGY has. He says, I know that, oh my god, the edge.
Damn, that
put his forehead over the edge, and that was exactly what it took for that down smash to kick him. But what I was getting at is, like, even off stage, the ability to shoot out stars, keep your opponent in shield stun while you get back onto the stage safely, like, even out, look at this. Up tilt, dash attack. He's building up percentage, and then the cross-up dare immediately after. A lot of JaySon's pressure is safe, or it's pretty calculated. He has a really good grip on this character.
And they're finally taking out Luma on top of that. This next couple of seconds, let's see if this is where JaySon's going to start pushing the advantage.
I don't know why he's not on all over her already. Ooh. Usually off of those side Bs, you can land and then follow up with up air. It wouldn't have been death, though. It would have been just nice percentage, considering where they're at right now. Okay. The gun game. You can appreciate that.
He's trying to put damage from afar, but again, the spacing of that, right?
It was right on top. Oh, gosh. This is a problem.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a really bad spot for JaySon. I don't know how he's able to make that recovery actually happen.
He fell through. Maybe he SDI'd in and then dropped down and then came up.
Yeah. Holding shield.
This looks problematic.
Oh, man, he was so worried about Luma coming back. He just decides to drop down.
That was so low to the ground. He low profiled and then he got the hitbox out with the down tilt. That's sneaky. Very sneaky. Wait. Grab. Yep.
Just holding shield.
He knew because Luma was there. He knew Luma was there, and he knew that he would get hit if that was the case. And because of the percentage that he was there, he can't risk it. Look. See, with those up airs, he'd guessed that he'd hit him. Spacing back airs. This is what JaySon does best at these later percentages. You can tell that he's fishing for blood here.
Oh yeah, he wanted
back airs.
He wanted the air dodge read there. Forward throw from JaySon.
Old ledge.
Luma back in the picture as well.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. That's going to do it.
Yeah, he's done. JaySon with the adaptation. Game 2 looks very difficult for him. It looked like he got hit with a bunch of technology, a bunch of strange-ish that just seemed really like out of character for him. But then, as the adaptation happened, look at this. Oh, that's when he starts putting nails in the coffin. Once you start understanding what you're dealing with, or start understanding, well, I just don't have to interact with you, or if you find ways of saying I don't need to, I don't want to, and I know how to disengage with you, or avoid the situations entirely. If you can play that sort of a game where it's like, I'm just going to avoid the problematic situations and play my game, then great. There's some moments that were kind of strange, though.